So in case you missed it, I recently made a post telling you guys that I'm trans, so you can refer to me as she, her now, or like better you should do that. And yeah, in this video, I'm gonna talk a bit about that. And I also asked you about some questions. Oh, and I'm sorry if the video is a little bit messy, I didn't have time to prepare a script. Alright, so first we're gonna talk about what transgender actually means. Well, and as Google can tell you, it just means you don't identify as the gender you were assigned at birth. So in my case, I was born as male, but I now identify as female. And it's not always just female and male. Like, the gender spectrum is so much more nuanced and there's so many terms even I don't understand. Well, but before I start rambling, let's take a look at some of the comments. First off, I'm really amazed by all the supportive comments I've gotten. Like, it's just amazing when I check my YouTube comments during the day and then I read all of these nice comments. And it's just so awesome to know that so many of you guys support me. Like, I was actually quite a bit concerned I would lose like a ton of subscribers. What brought you to this decision? I'm quite curious. That's actually a really good question. So as you might know, I'm 18 years old, soon 19. So like something must have happened kinda recently. So I knew transgender people were a thing, but the idea I had was just like, those are people that knew when they were like 5 years old. And I was definitely different in a way when I was younger. But it wasn't like I was really uncomfortable with my body. Like, I just really didn't care that much. And maybe thinking about being a girl felt a little special, but for me that was like just normal, so I don't really think much of it. And this is where like how the media portrays trans people can be like really hurtful, because you don't need to like know since you're very young. It's like people that transition at 80 even. Like, you're never too old to be who you want to be. So about like 3 months ago, I was on Reddit and I somehow ended up in a trans timelines Reddit. I'm not sure if it was this exact one, but I've just seen like these pictures, and obviously this is pretty much cherry picking. And it made me realize that if I wanted to, like if I actually were trans, I could actually be a girl. Like, that's totally possible. And like, I just couldn't stop thinking, this could be me. And after like a month or two of questioning and self-discovery, I've just realized I am trans. So that's kind of how we got here. Oh yeah, and if you accidentally use like the wrong pronouns in comments or something, it's okay. I know it takes some time to like adapt. It certainly did for me. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just glad that like you're here and you're enjoying my videos. Okay, here's a really nice comment. So yeah, let's talk about my voice, because that question popped up a couple of times. And yeah, my voice is gonna change. At least I want it to. So once your voice gets deeper and your vocal cords change, they are gonna stay that way, but this mostly affects just pitch. And when we try to gender voices, pitch is just one of many factors.
So if I talk like really masculine and then I'm gonna raise the pitch with my editing software, you're gonna hear that this is gonna sound a little bit weird.
But yeah, I still don't sound like a girl. Because actually a lot of it comes down to the way you talk and such. But since I have to listen to myself talk a lot when I actually edit my videos, I'm just gonna do what feels best for me, and I think that's the right thing to do anyway. When face reveal? It's a question I've been getting ever since I started doing Q&As. So for most of my life, I've just kind of been trying to ignore the way I look, so I've barely done any self-care, and I would basically never take pictures of myself and such. So I didn't really feel comfortable doing a face reveal on the channel. You know, also privacy is the thing, but more recently I did care a bit more about myself, and also my acne got a lot better. And then I was like, alright, my face is what it is. It's surely not gonna change, right? So instead of trying to make such a big deal out of it, I was like, it's fun to make videos with your face too, it just opens up more possibilities. So I was like, okay, let's just do it. And I actually bought myself a camera and a green screen and everything. And then I started questioning my gender identity. So yeah, I don't really feel like sharing the guy I see in the mirror too often. Like, he doesn't look that bad, now that I actually do some skincare. But trust me, the girl just looks so much happier. So when I actually tried on a skirt for the very first time, I was just smiling so much. And I took a picture of myself, and it's just so wonderful to look at. Because before, whenever I had to smile for a picture, I just felt like faking it, and it just looked so disgenuine. And you're just like, being who I am just makes me so happy. And I think you can definitely tell that I don't sound as like boring as I usually do in some videos. I mean, for one, I'm just so excited to share the new me, because you should just see how much happier I am now. Alright, another question of when I found out I was trans. And as I already said, it was like 3 months ago, so actually not that long ago. You know, it also kind of correlates with me uploading less videos. But yeah, another thing I want to say about this is, like, all you need to actually be trans is just to feel happier having, like, a different gender identity. Like, I just get so much happier when I feel like a girl. And at the end of the day, that's all that really counts. But also for a lot of trans people, there's dysphoria about being the gender you were assigned at birth. You know, stuff like being uncomfortable with your body and so on. And it's holding a lot of people back that they feel they are not valid because they don't think they experience dysphoria. And I kind of thought so too, because I got so used to it that it was just completely normal for me. And I didn't really realize until I started doing some things. And then it was like, this is what I could be like. How could I like live being something else for so long? But yeah, for everyone who's like having issues with this, I want to link to an excellent article about dysphoria. Like, link is in the description. Oh yeah, I also changed my Scrap Mechanic skin. Let me show you the new me. Alright, there we go. Maybe I'll change it when they add more garments or something. But yeah, to be honest, I never really liked the character I played as before. I didn't care too much about the way it looked. And you see, it was a bit different in some of my earlier videos, but eventually I just decided to stick to the same style. So I have something that's more recognizable in thumbnails and such. But yeah, playing with my new character now just feels so much nicer. Although I'm missing a bit more varied clothing options. And it would also be really amazing if we get mod support for like custom clothing. Well, who knows what Axolot is up to. We definitely get something new in the next chapter. Alright, now the actual question. How am I doing? And am I in a safe environment? And well, to be perfectly honest, it's tough sometimes. Because there's a lot of things I have to deal with right now. Like, I'm still a bit new to this myself. Then there's university, which I just started. And when we talk about my environment, I wish I could say it was safe. Like, I don't know about my parents. I know that my father is not gonna take it well. And it's like a really shitty situation to be in. Like, I just wish your parents can just be there for you, no matter who you are. So what I'm gonna do is move out. At least I'm in the really lucky situation where I'm already 18. I have some savings and I have you guys. I know it sounds like super cheesy, and I would never think I would actually say that. YouTube is giving me some kind of income that actually makes it possible for me to make a decision like, I can move out on my own. Like, I get enough money. And I know if I would upload more videos, I could make even more. So I really gotta thank all of you guys, like, no matter when you started watching, cause it, like, honestly makes my life so much better. Well, on a brighter note, I've been out at university from day one, which was quite a big step. But I've had like no negative experiences, really. So at least that's a great environment for me to just be me. And yeah, now I can also just be me on the channel, which is really exciting. Do you ever plan on making a big mod like FanMod? Well, you see, FanMod is 1.6 gigabytes. So you just need to upload a mod that is like very big. Just some text file which never gonna give you up like a trillion times. And the mod would be bigger. But yeah, if you haven't heard about Scrap Factory, that's gonna be like the biggest mod I've been working on. And yeah, after that, I'm not really planning on making something big Scrap Mechanic modded related anymore. Because I kind of want to use my coding time on some like other projects. Like, I've been modding Scrap Mechanic for so long, I feel it's time to move on to some other things. Like, I'm not sure if you know, but I have this software to automatically like edit my videos. And I really feel this has a lot of potential, but I've kind of been too lazy to like really work on it, so I kind of want to do something like that. Maybe I do some game dev, or maybe I mod other games, I don't know, I'll just do what I feel like. When will I release Scrap Factory? Lately we started debugging, well, just exclusively I started fixing multiplayer issues, and technically it should work now. Like, all the basics, I can just show you in-game. Like, you've been listening to me ramble on for so long, you deserve to have a look. Ratgirl made this amazing model again, like, she's really good at doing all of the models. But yeah, the UV map has some issues, that's what I've been working on. But yeah, the basic system of the mod, basic systems are working. So we have research, power management, we have like a whole prestige thing, which, okay, I would need to finish the tutorial. But it basically resets your entire world, you get a new special item, there's like perks you can get that give you boosts, and it's like really cool. So I'm thinking of like making another closed alpha where I just give out the link to the mod to channel members to test like these basic systems and make sure there's no bugs in them. And then once we've actually started adding a bit of gameplay, check out that new furnace effect, it's honestly amazing. But yeah, as you can see, there's not that many items in the mod, and a lot of these are just testing items that still need models and such. But yeah, I hope within like a month or maybe sooner we have more gameplay in the mod. So I'll post a link on my channel, and if you're watching my videos, a great reason to subscribe to the channel, by the way. You can test the mod early without having to become a member or anything. And once I feel the mod is like done enough, I'm gonna make it public, meaning you're also gonna find it on the workshop regularly. It's just that I want the mod to be like really good once it actually goes public, because it's really important on the workshop to get like a lot of traction at once. and be on the front page for as long as possible. And yes, I am accepting a language. Like, I'm the last person to judge someone for whatever language they speak. And oh yes, I actually do have a Discord server. The link is also in the video description. I think in every video, basically. When next video? Well, I don't know. I've been uploading a little less, because, you know, I'm kind of busy with all of this. But at least try to get out, like, one video a week. Why did I go to Australia? If you didn't know, I actually went on, like, a vacation to Australia and Asia. I wasn't really related to this, but I had some time after I finished school, and my family thought traveling would be a good experience for me, so I kind of ended up traveling. And in the end, I'm really glad that I did, because initially I planned to use a bunch of that time to also work on videos on vacation, because I can work from anywhere. But instead, I've had like 6 weeks for myself to just explore things, and it has been really amazing, and I'm really glad I had the opportunity. Okay, here's a question I want to talk about. What made you become trans? Because it's just like sexuality, it's not like something turns you gay. It's like you realize that you're trans, and you realize, you know, your sexuality. I bet there's some people who just didn't think they were trans at all, and then like later in life it developed somehow. But it's definitely nothing that's like you suddenly turn into a girl. Hearing that my voice is cracking so much is somehow like nice. But yeah, sadly I do not take estrogen yet, but hopefully soon enough. Well, it's a face reveal question again. But yeah, you know, I don't even know what my face is gonna look like in a couple of years, so when it happens, it's gonna be as much of a reveal for you guys as it is for me. And trust me, I'm just as excited as you are, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's also my choice. Like, I have no clue what I'm gonna think about this in a couple of years. Like, when I was done in high school, early summer this year, I didn't know I would realize I was trans. I didn't even know if I wanted to go to university. I did not even plan about moving out. And it's just been half a year. But okay, I think this has been all questions. But yeah, I'm just really glad that you're all so supportive. And yeah, it does feel really good to talk about it more openly on the channel. Well, and if you made it this far, I'm just like really happy. It's been awesome sharing experiences with you, and I hope I can share more of that happiness too.